Welcome everyone to another video. Today we are testing Webroot Antivirus, and I do have a folder with a bunch of samples of malware. We have 126 samples in total, and we will be using these samples to test whether or not Webroot can stop them and protect us against these specific threats. Now the procedure will be as follows. In a moment I will enable the real-time protection here in Webroot. We'll let it sit for just a few moments to see if it can detect anything on its own, after which we will run a system scan. And if there's any samples remaining, we will scan the samples folder directly. And if there's any samples remaining after that, we will try to execute them and see if the real-time protection can stop them. Now before we get started, let's just go ahead and make sure that we are up to date. And it looks like we are good to go, so let's go ahead and enable. And we do have the real-time protection turned on as of now, so we're going to go ahead and let it sit here for just a few minutes. Alright, it's been several minutes. I haven't noticed anything pop up, but let's double check our samples folder. And it looks like all 126 samples are still present, so let's go ahead and start a scan. We'll go ahead and let this run, and then we will be back with the results here in just a moment. Alright, the scan has completed and no threats were found, so let's go ahead and close that. And let's try scanning the samples folder directly, and we'll let that run. And it looks like a direct scan did come back with some positives, so let's go ahead and hit continue. And while removing, it looks like it found two more, so we'll hit continue again. And at this point, we will just double check our samples folder to see if anything's left. And we do have some remaining items here, so at this point, we will go ahead and try to execute them. And at this point, we'll go ahead and restart the computer and run some second opinion scans to see what the results are. After a computer restart, I ran a scan with Malwarebytes, which came back positive with 6 results detected, so let's go ahead and quarantine. After another restart, I ran a scan with MZSoft, which came back clean with 0 results detected. Now just a quick recap, we started with 126 samples of malware. When we first enabled Webroot, we let it sit for just a few moments to see if it would detect anything on its own, which it did not. After which we ran a full system scan, which came back with 0 results detected. However, when we scanned the samples folder directly, it did find most of the samples. After that, we proceeded to execute the remaining samples, and then we did a second opinion scan with Malwarebytes, which did come back with positives. Please note that here in the samples folder, there were 2 samples that were not detected by MZSoft or Malwarebytes, and so that may be because these are recent samples, so please be aware of that, or they may also just be bad samples. Regardless, please keep in mind that this is just one type of test. There are many other types of tests, and Webroot may very well perform differently in other types of tests. But you can take these results and draw your own conclusion. That's everything for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it helpful, please go ahead and consider sharing it. And please also consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications on future videos.